What's up, punk? Is it gone or what? Guys, we got that Fortnite scar. It's legendary. We're gonna win this game. Hey kid, what do you want? That win? I don't want that scar. Time's up, pal. What is up, guys? My name's Forever Out, and again, we're going to be doing a review of the Nerf Elite 2.0 turbine. But this time, I'm going to do my best job to add a whole bunch of new stuff. So I'm just not using the same old, you know, blah blah blah. Now that I have an intro and now I know how to I'm starting to know how to edit my videos. This should be a lot better. Let's get into the review, guys. Included with the blaster is an 18-round stick mag with this cool little snazzy cosmetic piece at the bottom. 24 rounds, one cyan and one orange like this. The turbine itself and the instructions, which I don't have. Starting up with the front, guys, we have a Nerf and Strike male barrel lug. So if you want to, you can put any of your barrel attachments onto the blaster, but I'd like to point out something. You see how this has quite a large gap in there? Well, yeah, that actually, you'd think that wouldn't be any problem, but it is. If you were to put it bigger, you can hear that it's not snapping. Look at that! Look at that barrel wobble. That's horrible. Like I'm not even shaking the blaster, and it moves that much. Whew, man, that is a big problem with the turbine. But if you're using shorter barrels that don't need those silly attachments on, like this or the scavenger barrel, then it should work fine. There's a whole heaping load of tactical rails, but I'll get into that part later. Underneath here is a grip. The grip isn't actually too bad. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I do like how it's slanted, so it's kind of like if you guys know what the what was it called? It started something with an I. Infinus, that's it. If you guys know what the Infinus is, you guys know that blaster has a really, really large piece of plastic jutting out. Now this has the same thing, but it's not as big and it's not as slanted. So this is actually quite a comfortable grip. It really wants you to put your thumb right here, which is a nice little spot to put your thumb. So yeah, pretty comfortable grip. There are a lot of tactical rails on this thing. There's 2 on the sides. There's 1 on the bottom and there's 1 on the top. Now, I highly recommend not using the one on the top at all because it goes on through the back. You can put it on for the front too, but it has nothing to walk onto. But since this stock, I'll have to get to that point later. But anyway, now the unjamming door is just a really, really flimsy piece of plastic that just snaps on there. I'm not sure why, but Nerf really does like to just cut down their budget by a lot. So yeah, no, the blaster is pretty okay. Its performance is through the roof, but there's still a couple complaints which I'll get into into the conclusion. So yeah, this will retail around like 40 to 45 US dollars. I picked this one up at my local Walmart. I'm actually really glad I'm not regretting this because all of the Nerf Elite 2.0 blasters are not as good as this one. This is the best 2.0 blaster to come out yet, and the worst one is the Warden. It's like a rough cut, off-brand rough cut that just sucks. Like, it breaks so easy. But, yeah. So, magazine well. The magazine well is nice. It holds that thing in nice and well. Even with the magazine release pulled. But, if you guys won't notice, if you guys have one of these yourself, this has a plastic spring in it. So it is so hard to press this down. And it hurts, it's uncomfortable, and it just really sucks. Now the ripper trigger is not all that bad. It has kind of like a nice, like, satisfying like tension. So when you press it down, it kind of feels like it's like it's nice. I like the rev trigger. Now the trigger pull, on the other hand, it's perfect. It's easy to single fire, and if you were to hold it down, shoots at a high rate fire. It's a really nice fully automatic Nerf blaster. If you guys don't already have one of these, I actually would recommend picking one of these up because these things do destroy. But anyway, yeah, that's going to conclude the, who am I kidding? There's still more to go over. Now, trigger system is okay and stuff. You can actually take this off without anything. Oh, I need to put a magazine in there. Without anything in there, so you can actually see, or unless I just put my finger in there to activate the blaster, you can actually see that it is not all that bad in there. You can actually use the blaster when while it's open, so that's pretty cool. If you want to really just look at like inside your blaster and see how it's performing, then that's a good way of doing that. It's also really easy to clean it and clear out any jams or malfunctions inside the blaster. I have not come across any jams or malfunctions with this blaster to come around 3 to 5 months. So yeah, this thing is actually pretty good. And I do like the color scheme. The color scheme is nice, but I really wish that Nerf wouldn't cut corners and put a metal spring in the magazine releases now. Up at the top, there is also, oh man, I can't get over the stock, but there are 2 iron sizes, one here, and weirdly enough, there's one located here. You'd think it would be back here next to the rail, but it's not. But, these two correspond with each other, so when you're aiming down your sights, it does a pretty good job. But here's the weird thing about this. The double-sided spot is at the front of the blaster, and the one-sided spot, usually it's around. Usually it's a double-sided in the back of the blaster, and then the one-sided at the top of the blaster. But it's completely opposite with that. So that's kind of strange, but obviously does not defect your performance at all. But yeah, no, long story short, this is a pretty decent blaster for your money. I would highly recommend picking up one of these. Now, let's get on to the firing demo. Starting off with normal elite Nerf darts, we are going to be shooting through the turbine. First, we're going to be doing a trigger pull, so I'm not going to be holding down the trigger the entire time. But I'm going to be shooting at this for the first half of mag and then into the bottom. Ready, go. Edit this part out. Let's get this camera set up. Alright, guys. This part out again. Now shooting full auto. First single fire mode. Okay, so I have predicted AccuStrike darts. Actually, I didn't predict this at all. Alright, just start stocking my flywheels. Alright, AccuStrike. I think it's the fact that I have old AccuStrike darts, but these ones won't fire. Get out. Come on, get out. let's refire this bad boy up. Alright, these darts won't fit into my Nerf turbine. For some reason, man. Come on, man. Nerf Elite 2.0. Why can't the newer Nerf blasters shoot these good darts? Look at that, it's just this stupid blaster. It might just be the blaster, guys. I think it's just the fact that I've used the batteries up too much. That might just be the fact. But I'm going to load in just waffle head darts and see how this guy performs. Doesn't look like it's going to push into that for some reason, but which just pretty does. Okay, magazine. Okay, so I'm gonna try shooting the Nerf AccuStrike darts out of this one more time. The only reason why I was doing that is because the magazine had a malfunction. So apparently, it's the magazine, actually. It's the heads probably are rubbing against the magazine, which causes them to... Yeah, so not a bad rate of fire. Still pretty high. It's about, yeah. Alright, guys, I think that might conclude the shooting tutorial. So, long story short, this blaster is a pretty good one. Actually, the reason why my AccuStrike didn't fire in there, or my waffle heads, is because the magazine, I think I was loading them in too much. So they were rubbing against the side over here, so they wouldn't feed properly. So that was the problem, but anyway, going on back with the turbine, this thing is really a powerhouse. It shoots a little bit harder than your average Elite blaster. This would definitely be a blaster I'd take into a Nerf war, but out of all my arsenal, I'd probably bring A, my sniper, B, my villainator, or C, this thing, of course, because this is a really good one. So I have three options. If you guys have seen my PvP versus, so have you guys seen my PvP video? Because if you haven't, I'm pretty sure most people haven't, but they're somewhat decent. Anyway, actually, I figured out that I was only the second person to release a Nerf turbine video, because the first day I got my Nerf turbine, I did a video on it through YouTube, and actually, I was the second YouTuber to release a Nerf turbine review. So, I'm kind of special there. But, not the boast or anything, but, yeah. Now, that being said, with this, if you ever try to flick your magazine out, it would be nearly impossible because this well is really sturdy and nice. So you're not, if you press this button on accident somehow, because you're definitely gonna know when you're pressing this button, because this button is really sturdy. You're definitely gonna know when you press this down, but anyway, it's not gonna fall out if you just like let it go. Unlike some blasters, they have this release. I'm not sure. My Christmas lights aren't turning on apparently, but anyway. So say if you were to take this blaster or the scavenger, if you have a big magazine like this, it's just gonna fall right out if you press the magazine well. But with the Nerf turbine, well, because once you put it in there, that bad boy ain't coming out even if you press the magazine release. Pretty sturdy blaster, guys. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good one. Now, I have three complaints for this blaster. A, this attachment lug won't fit any of the bigger blaster barrels. B, not sure why this is so cheap. The magazine, jam door. I really don't know why it's so cheap. Look, I can squeeze it and it bends, which means it comes off really easy. This is just really cheap. But my last complaint, or actually I have 4 complaints. Again, the magazine weld is really hard to press down. If this was a metal spring, this would be a really decent blaster. I'm not gonna lie. And lastly, the stock. The stock is so annoying. Like you can't really. it's so small, you can't put an optic here or anything without it cramming into your face. Like, I have to lean back with my scope because it's so small. And I'm a reasonably small person. I'm just a teen. So, yeah. Having that stop like that is not that much fun, but, anyway. I mean, yeah, no, you can't use it. I had to lean back with this thing even to use the optic. And why would you use it? I mean, it's just decreasing your accuracy. Just aim with this, and then you got a good accuracy. It definitely take this if you were to like play. If you guys have ever been in the dark zone before, you play like a tag. So if you get hit, you're tagged, and you have to go out of bounds or out of the zone. This would be a great blaster for that because you can just tag people. It's nice and CQB. That's the cool thing about this stock though. It's not uncomfortable or anything, but it's nice. It's CQB, so you can turn around corners. Especially with this 18-round stick mag, it's like they tried to make this thing a CQB blaster. But anyway. Yeah, no, pretty good blaster, guys. Have to admit. That's going to conclude this video. If you guys want to purchase this, I would recommend going to your nearest Walmart or go to walmart.com to pick one of these up. These are a really, oh man, so good. It's so good. It's just wonderful. I love it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section below. My name is Forever Owl. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!